they are integral in the generation of the face pages, and then from that point all the way through the loan documentation and booking the loan. They work simultaneous with us to get the loan booked, and are integral partner.
Priorities.
So when we converted over to the middle office function, one of the things that was hard to let go, honestly, was the face pages. But I've gotten to a point where you're comfortable with their skill set. They're able to at least give you a good framework. You can make some changes and send them over, and then they're pretty quick to get them back to you. So that helps from a timing standpoint. I think my primary concern was just loss of control. Prior to Credit Lead, I was the one, or my credit analyst was the one that actually generated the face page. It was Word, so it was very word-based, so it was very easy to manipulate. With Credit Lead, it was harder to get used to the rigidity, so you had to know exactly what boxes to click. But over time, you become more comfortable with the system. It becomes easier. And then leaning on the middle office, because they really do have the skill set and they know that system in and out, they can make the changes for you. Even if you identify them, you don't know how, they can make the changes pretty quickly. I'll say over the last 2 years, letting go of some of the processes where we used to have it here out, with our RBS function, and now it's more of a centralized function. So that was just the workflow piece of it, knowing where it was going and then tracking it internally on Credit Lead. Once you get into it, though, it becomes pretty user-friendly. I would say get with them early and set the timing expectation so they know on the back end of what you're trying to accomplish. Get a cut of the face pages early on, and one of the things I like to do is make hand notes on them so I don't have to go and figure out how to change them. Make the notes, scan them back to the office, they make the changes and send them back. Those are probably my two biggest
Great.
The middle office team really assists in what I would call the Credit Lead data entry part of the loan origination process. From sending the initial request in, they can start then with kind of our regulatory Reg B requirements. They start putting the deal framework into Credit Lead in order to get a face page done in a timely manner. And then they also assist in gathering documentation if we need them in terms of NED documents or whatnot that we send. They'll review those for signers, things of that nature, and help us get ready to close our deal in a timely manner. I would say the initial concerns was a loss of control. There's something inherently nice of having total control of your deal and the process of that it's in, at least the most that you can have. So letting go of control of all aspects, I think, was probably the initial kind of mental roadblock to overcome. Yeah, that's a great question. I think a big part of the middle office and the help in productivity is taking our time from what we had been doing in terms of a lot of manual data entry into Credit Lead at all levels, from the customer to the relationship level to the transaction level, and putting that process to a group that really specializes in it, that probably can do it more efficient. And quite honestly, as you mentioned, our time is better spent meeting with our clients, meeting with prospects, networking, etc. So every minute that we have that we're not keying data entry into Credit Lead is a customer facing minute that we can have.
I would say my initial concerns are always giving up control of the whole process. Initially, we were always doing from end-to-end processing, and it's always hard to give up control in the middle of the process or the end of the process. Anytime there's a payment issue or any type of issue in the Credit Lead or on banks or anything of that sort, they work as a partner to clear any issues that we might have and make sure that they don't continue to happen going forward to where our clients are impacted any more than the one time that they are. One of my best practice would be to get them involved early and often. Make sure that they're on all the emails with clients, attorneys, or anything pertaining to the deal so that they know exactly what's going on. If they're not fully in the deal, it's hard for them to be successful with their role and know if they're missing anything or if things have changed or if they need to get on top of certain approvals or get anything in the system or let the RM know if there's certain documents needed with the deal that they have presented to the client. And just keeping them in the loop with every aspect of the deal. I mean, it's as easy as they can delete an email if they don't need it.